Hey everybody, what's going on? Cynical Enigma coming back at you once again with another video. I know it's been a while. I think it's been about maybe 2 months since I made a video, my last video. I had to basically move back in to my aunt's house, and here I am. I've been trying to kind of formulate a new area for me to record in, to do my videos and stuff, so I kind of got that figured out right now, as you guys can see. This is basically a room in her basement that's kind of used by my brother that also lives here too. But soon enough, hopefully I'll get back on my feet, get another place, and I'll be able to record even more stuff. But for now, this is what I have to work with. This is going to be basically my pickups video that's long overdue for the past couple of months. So with that said, let's get started.
Closed captioning sponsored in part by
The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild, Nintendo Switch. Game rated everyone 10 and up.
Alright, so we're going to start off with this first bag right here. Was at a thrift store, and I didn't really see anything. I was there with my brother, Chad, and I kind of caught him slipping a couple of times. I found a Pac-Man plush, and I picked that up for about $1, I think. And then I caught this at the corner of my eye, which is a blue Ds Lite. Paid $4 for this. Not sure if you can see that, probably not. The only thing about this that's bad is that the screen kind of just hangs there. The spring for it to actually hold it in place is bad or broke or something. But it does work, and it plays games pretty well. It did not come with a charger, sadly, but I have one of them GameStop chargers that, you know, can charge the 3DS and the DS's, so I cannot pass this up. Moving on next, let's see, I recently, yesterday, just went out to Best Buy to pick this game up. I've been wanting to play this since it's been announced, and now I finally got it. It's Mario Party The Top 100. I like playing this game with my nephews when they come to visit. The game's in my 3DS right now, but too bad there's no manual with this. Pretty fun game. Next, let's see here. They had let's see, make sure I'm doing this right. Yeah, GameStop had a what was it? 4 games, something had to do with 4 games for $20 that are under $10 each. So I figured that's half the price, or half off the price. So I went there and I took advantage of that for PlayStation 3 games. I got The Walking Dead Survival Instinct, Yaiba Ninja Gaiden Z, PlayStation Allstars Battle Royale. This game is pretty fun. I liked it. Even though it got bad reviews, I liked it. And then Heavy Rain Director's Cut. Paid basically $5 for each of these. Really happy to get them to add to my collection. I also recently purchased a backwards compatible PS3 for PS2 as well. So I also modified that since there's a new hack going on out online. I have successfully hacked mine, and I've been trying to find the time to put my games on the hard drive. I also went out and got a 1 terabyte hard drive for my PS3 for that reason. That's not going to make me stop collecting for PlayStation 3 or whatever. It's just, I like to preserve my games, as any collector would. I went down to a pawn shop. I found this for $10. I had to pick it up, which is Worms Wmd Allstars with the holographic cover. I found that. I immediately told myself I had to have it because I love the Worms games. Next, I picked this up for like $2 or $3 at the pawn shop. It's Dante's Inferno, Divine Edition. I used to have this a while ago when it came out, but I can't remember what happened to it. I think I may have traded it in or traded it for another game with one of my friends. Next, I paid 50 cents for this. It's The Suffering, the first one for PS2. Those of you who like horror games and the horror genre, I highly recommend this game. It's really fun. Next is a couple of PlayStation 4 games that I recently got from going out, game hunting, trading in my extra stuff for store credit. There's not much people around here that are willing to buy my extra stuff, even if it's lower than the eBay prices or whatever. I'm guessing because they just aren't into it as much as I am. So I just take my extra stuff to GameStop, or sometimes if I go to Video Games Etc., it'll be out of town, not the one in my town, because there's half the time they don't know what they're talking about. But anyway, I got Hunter Simulator for PS4. Something different. I like to keep it different when I play games, especially on the newer consoles. I paid $15 for this. Next up, I went to a pawn shop and they had this originally for $35, but I had 2 Xbox One games that I have, or that I found basically. But I don't have an Xbox One, so I got $10 for both games, and I only paid $25 for this brand new, and it is Assassin's Creed Origins. Those of you who know me know that I'm a huge Assassin's Creed fan, and I've been waiting to get this at the right time for the right price. Right around, I want to say, the very beginning of December is when I got my bonus check, and I've done some research for this item specifically, because I wanted to see if there was an actual flash card that worked for this said system, and it's legit, and I paid about maybe a little under $100 for this, and to me it was worth it. It runs most of the games for the console. I haven't had any problems with it yet, but finding the ROMs for these are really, really, really hard. So I mean, I managed to get maybe a handful of games that I wanted, but I would still like to get some more. I'll probably just wait a couple more years until there's actually a legit website that will host these ROMs. But this is a Sky 3DS flash cart that plays 3DS games. Anybody that would basically think about getting one of these, I would highly recommend it. I'll be doing a review video on this as well. I'll put more information on my review video when it comes up, so look forward to that. But I think I paid $93 for this total after shipping, but it's worth it. Okay, that about does it for this. Moving on to the next bag. I went out of town recently. This past weekend, actually. I felt like I just had to get out of town for a little bit by myself, to relax and enjoy myself as well. Take some time for me, take some time away from gaming and everything else, even though I was there for game hunting reasons. I had fun. I spent the whole day out of town. Alright, first off, I came across this at a thrift store. It's a I Love TMNT girls hat. And my daughter likes the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, so I figured I'd pick this up for $3. There's the inside of it, if you guys can see it. pretty cool. I'm going to have to get it washed, though. Next, at another thrift store, I found a Galoob. I did not know Galoob made handhelds back in the late 70s, early 80s, which is really cool. I think this is a really cool find, in my opinion. It's a Galoob MVP football handheld game in the box. Paid $1.25 for it. I'll show you guys what it looks like. There's a little chip right there, but other than that, I haven't even tried this out, but I had to get it. But here's what it looks like. It's pretty cool. I like finding different stuff like this, different gaming related items besides video games out in the wild. Basically just cool pieces to have on your shelf to showcase. Something different to try out once in a while. Let's see. Next, at the Goodwill outlet, out of town, I found a couple of games there. Let's see. We'll start out with the bottom one first. I found a Ghostbusters video game for the Nintendo Wii, and this was $6.88. Comes complete. Next, I found right here the new Super Mario Bros. Wii for $9.88. I figured, you know what, for $10 I'm gonna buy it. I have this game already, but I don't have the red variant, so I had to go ahead and pick this up. I thought $10 was a fair price, better than paying like, you know, $28, $29 at GameStop, or like $40 or $50 over at Video Games, etc. So yeah, it's complete. I'm really happy to get this. And one of the best pickups that I had out of town is this makes my third copy of Super Smash Brothers for the Wii, and I only paid $1.88. I don't know if you guys can see that, but again, complete. Now, I don't understand why this was $1.88 and this is a Smash Brothers title compared to the new Super Mario Bros. Wii for $10. I have no idea why. It's understandable because it's a thrift store, I guess. Sometimes they get things mixed up, but I wasn't complaining, so not a bad score there. Next, I also found this at Goodwill for $1.88. It's the Halloween Trilogy on VHS, and it's a Blockbuster exclusive. And the reason why I got this is because not only am I a Halloween fan, it's my favorite horror movie of all time, but all of these VHS tapes are factory sealed still. Like right there, look at that. So I had to have them. I didn't even know that they were factory sealed until I was in my car and I opened it up and I'm like, holy shit, they're factory sealed? No way. Every now and then I'll buy some VHS tapes for my collection. But yeah, I guess they're starting to spike up in price now. People are out there trying to get VHS movies or TV shows or whatever. That's going up in price now too. So let's see. Next, I got this CD for 88 cents, I believe. That's the I Got the Hookups soundtrack from No Limit Records. I grew up listening to No Limit Records music with Master P, Silk the Shocker, a bunch of others. Snoop Dogg when he jumped ship from Death Row over to No Limit Records. And yeah, I seen this there, and I'm trying to collect all of the variant colored different No Limit Records albums that came out. Especially the compilation. That's my main #1 goal, is to get that in great condition. It's the one I used to actually listen to all the time when I was younger. So next, with some of the stuff that I found out of town, like I said before, I took to GameStop, traded in, got some credit, and I found this game there, and I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe that I found it for $20 basically, since I had the Power Ups reward card on me. And yeah, I had to jump on it, which is the new Super Luigi U, and it's in its original green case. Has everything on the insides. Disc is in flawless condition. I do believe that this is going to be one of the most rare games for the Wii U console in the future. They only release this for a limited amount of time, as far as my knowledge, and they didn't make that many copies, so I was really happy to come across this. So if you can come across it at GameStop for like $23.99 or find this anywhere else, pick it up, because this is going to be one of the most rare titles for the Wii U console. Next, at another thrift store, I found this for $12.99, basically 13 bucks. There we go. It's a Nintendo DS case, and on the inside of the case, there's a like new Nintendo DS Lite. So this makes it 2 DS Lites that I found right here. So I'm planning on. I did have a pink DS that I picked up from somebody off of Facebook Marketplace. That got misplaced. I'm thinking when I moved. I have no idea where it's at. Hopefully it turns up before my daughter's birthday, because I planned on giving it to her. She'll be turning 4 here in March. But if I can't find it, then I'll just give her this one. This is the more like new DS. This one also does work. And I do have like a handful of games for her to play as well. So hopefully I can find it, man. I mean, that'd be cool if I could. But if I can't, oh well, shit happens. It might show up later down the road. Alright. Moving on. I stopped. Right, let me get these out first. Get them in stacks. Alright. Sorry about the wait. There we go. Alright, now after work, every day when I get paid, well, not every day, every week when I get paid on Friday, I go to the pawn shops in my town. Normally it's like a hit and miss situation. You know, you go in there, you find something, or you don't. This happened like maybe the first week of this year, of 2018, and I found these, and I was looking behind the glass, and I'm like, oh, wait a minute, there's more games there than usual. Usually there isn't. So it was kind of a rare thing to see. So I opened up the case, and I looked at the games, and I'm like, oh man, I just pretty much hit the jackpot right here. So I just went through the games, I skimmed through them, picked the ones out that I needed for my collection, picked the ones out that I already had or just didn't really care about. Normally when I find games out in the wild that I already have, like even if they're big hits like Star Fox or Mario or anything, I'll leave it there for the next person, because, you know, I'm a collector, I'm not a reseller, I'm not a scalper or anything like that. As the saying goes, I don't want to have it all, I just want to have enough. But anyways, let's go. I found 12 games total, so we're going to start off with 3 different stacks. First stack is, I got Shanghai, Yoshi's Cookie, Kirby's Dream Land, Arcade Classics 2, Centipede and Millipede. Shout out to Old School NYC Gamer, I know he likes the old classics like that. And for the second stack, I got Dig Dug, which is a pretty uncommon title. Battleship, Quirk, and Pipe Dream. And for the last stack, Arcade Classics 3, Galaga and Galaxian, F1 Race, I'm not sure if I have that one yet. I picked it up because I couldn't remember. Let's see. So if I already have it, I'll just keep it as like a giveaway thing for my channel. Golf with Mario on the front. It's not Mario Golf, but it's golf. And the last but not least, which was the icing right here. When I saw this, I was like, oh my god, I can't believe it. Because before then, just before, on my break at lunch on Friday, I read an article about this game that I have right here was going to be remade to the 3DS and made like a 3D version of it. And it's The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. Really happy to have this. I've never played it, but I'm looking forward to as soon as I can go out to my storage unit and pull my Game Boy Pocket out. I believe the Game Boy Pocket is the best way, in my opinion, to play Game Boy games. Alright, and I got one more thing here that I picked up. I never find this game out in the wild. I never really see it at GameStop or video games, etc., or anything like that around in my area. Not even at the thrift stores or pawn shops. So when I seen this on the marketplace, I messaged a person. They wanted like $23, $24 at first for this. So I'm like, would you take 20? And the person agreed, $20, yeah, that's fine. So I met up with the person, looked at it, make sure everything was fine, gave her the 20, and I left. And the game happens to be Kid Icarus Uprising. It's not the big box version, which I wish it was, but you can't have them all. Anyways, I mean, I've been wanting to play this game for a long time now, and I finally got my hands on it, and I can't wait to actually start playing this now. I'm not sure when I'll be able to play it because I'm already starting on some other games too, like Ocarina of Time 3D and some other stuff. Which you guys basically noticed that at the beginning of the video, I put down games I'm currently playing for which systems and stuff. So I'm gonna try to start doing that so you guys can get an idea of what kind of games that I like to play. Just to add some extra stuff into my videos. I want to try to be different from all the other YouTubers on here as much as possible. This way, I like a bit of variety. But with that being said, Kid Icarus Uprising for $20, I couldn't pass it up. I don't ever find this around my area. So I'm sure this is complete. It's got the manual and the game in here, everything. Really happy to get this. If I can come across the big box version, I'll probably pick that one up as well. But yeah, that's my pickups for the end of 2017 and the very beginning of 2018. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. The Weekly Sin will be making a return here shortly, which will most likely be talking about the upcoming Nintendo Direct. So keep your eyes peeled out for that as well. With that being said, this is Cynical Enigma saying keep it retro 90s style, signing out.